So let me tell you a story on why you should not ever do business with friends and family. So this is literally 2014. Holy shit. Long time ago, right? And I'm telling everybody I want to start a brand. And then I finally go off the porch and I do it. And I'll never forget, shout out to Drew, because when we was all sitting on the block, 18th in Alberta, Northeast Portland, at my cousin's sticker shop, the LXRD, because just to give you context, if you're new here, my brand is called Lord Knows, Lord Knows. And it used to be called LXRD Clothing. I'm talking about this is when it first started, before anybody around the world knew what it was. And shout out to Drew, because he was all like, there's something missing. Like, it's not fully dialed in all the way. And I was like, what you mean? He was like, the name is just something missing with the name. Like, Lord is dope, but it's missing something. So we was all sitting there just like drinking Crown Apple and Hennessy and all this stuff, just getting lit. And then he just came to this epiphany moment, was like, yo, let's name it Lord Knows. I literally ran down the street. I was like, and then I ran back to him and I'm like shaking his head like, you're a fucking genius. I was just like, that's it. I was like, Lord Knows, that's it. And there was one person there, and I'm not going to say his name, but everybody that was there knew who it was. And at that time, I was business illiterate. Like, I'm just going to be real with y'all. Like, I was stupid. I was young, never ran a company before. Don't know how business works. Don't know the principles of business. Don't know shit about marketing, sales, production, design. Don't know nothing. I don't know how to graphic design at this time. I do not know anything. But the person that was there, he knew how to graphic design. He was trying to, sell his little hat brand or whatever it may be. And it was called Blank Cartel. So those that was around in Northeast Portland back in the day that's watching this, those who know who I'm talking about. So he was there. I'm just gonna say Cartel, right? So Cartel is just sitting there and he just all like, yeah, like, that's cool. You got a name. It's just like right now, if you came to me and was like, oh yeah, like I got this name and it's called Sinner's World or something, and you hyped about it. It's like, okay, that's what's up. Like, let me see what you do with it. So it gets crazy, right? So then they all thought I was playing. So later that night, I'm like, yo, like, I'm really about to do this clothing brand shit. And like I said, they all just sitting back like, okay, like, you got the name Lord Knows. Let's see what you really gonna do with it. So I wasn't on bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Found a screen printer. Shout out to Jeff with Umbrella Ink. You know what I mean? He did my first round of t-shirts for me. He showed me a lot, just about the difference between vinyl and screen print. Like that's how like illiterate I was about like garments, printing, everything, right? And there was nothing on YouTube back in the day. So I was like really on ground, running around to everybody in my city, just trying to get as much game as possible because there wasn't no resources like there is today. So I'm literally just sitting there with him. He breaking down to me what's the difference between putting vinyl on the t-shirt and screen print on the shirt. So I remember I had like $500 to my name. Literally throw that down because I was just hustling a little bit, took my little $500-$600, gave it all to him. He gave me my first round of shirts, and now my trunk of my car is filled up with boxes of t-shirts. So I'm going back to the hood, you know what I'm saying, delivering these to the cutties, all my friends and stuff, and Cartel just sitting in the back like, damn, like, well, I helped you design this, because he did. Like, I kind of skipped a step, but he helped me design my first shirt, but he didn't think I was ever going to do nothing with it. So Cartel helps me design my first shirt. I'm like, place this here, put the X like this. Let's use this font, blah, blah, blah. But he's graphic designing the whole thing because I'm illiterate and I don't know how to graphic design nothing, right? So when he's showing me, he's doing everything for me. So then I go get my first round of t-shirts. And I was like, bro, I don't need to pay you anything or nothing. He was like, no, like, it's good. Because he never thought I was going to do shit with it. So then when I come back to the block and I got 50, 60, 70 shirts, and then now he's seeing me sell them things like they fentanyl. Now, all of a sudden, he's just like, oh, like, I'm going to get to that. But he was like, oh, like, so he was like, so you selling shirts? And I was like, yeah, like, I'm selling hella units. He was like, well, how many units have you sold so far? I'm like, 40. I was like, I'm going back to re-up. Then I re-up and I come back with 40, 50 more t-shirts. And I wasn't really online like that just yet. Like I was, but I wasn't, you know what I mean? So at this time, he was just like, wow, okay, no, that's what's up. So I guess when I wasn't around the rest of my cuddies, and when I say cuddy, that means like my cousins. It's like a Northeast Portland slang thing. So when I was around my cuddies, he's telling them that he feels basically a certain way, that he's not getting no type of cut off of the shirt that he helped design. And remind you, this dude literally said back in that time, you do not owe me nothing. I'm doing this for free for you because I'm excited for you. But he thought that I wasn't going to do nothing with it. And I actually told everybody in the room that night, my cousin Galen that was there, shout out to my cousin Galen. I told Galen, I was like, yo, tell all these niggas like who I really am, just like internally. When I really want something, it don't matter if it take 20 years, 5 years, or 5 days, I'm going to get it by any means necessary. And he was like, no, like Chris has like full conviction behind like this Lord knows thing. Like, it don't matter how long it takes, like he's going to figure it out. But everybody's just like, you know, when people, they just sleeping on you and they don't think that you're going to do it. So now, you know, damn near a few weeks later, now when he sees me pulling up on the blocks, now when he's seeing people walk down the street with my t-shirt on Alberta and stuff, now he's starting to question it, and now he's feeling some type of way to my cousins. So I'll never forget when he hit me up, and at the time I'm all the way out in Vancouver, so I'm in a different state. I'm up in Vancouver, Washington, but like Portland and Vancouver is only like 10, 15 minutes away from each other. So I'm at Vancouver at my pop's house, and he literally was like, yeah, he was just like, you owe me money, this, that, and the third, just randomly, just like, I'll never forget. I wake up and he's like, yeah, you owe me cash and all this stuff. So I'm like, cash for what? He was like, yeah, bro, because you snaked me when it came to me not getting my cut. I'm like, your cut for what? And then he was just like, bro, you owe me money for the t-shirt I designed for you. I'm like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. Like, I don't owe you no type of money. And he was like, yes, you do. And then he was like, and if you don't, then he was like, I'm pressing to sue you. And then literally, I was thinking irrationally. I was thinking with low emotional intelligence and emotional, basically IQ. I get in my car as I'm driving to the sticker shop to go beat him up. Like, that's how mad I was. I wanted to beat him up because I'm feeling like I'm already dealing with bullshit with friends and family. And my dad called me on the way driving down there. He said, Chris, this is a part of business. This is how shit get. But you seeing people choose colors early on. Like, be the bigger person and just handle it out. And basically me and him, we handled out everything. But the reason why I wanted to share this story with you, because I just wanted to show you on how you should never, ever, ever do business with friends and family, because out of nowhere, they start pocket watching. Out of nowhere, they start getting jealous. Out of nowhere, they feeling like they should be aided to something, you know what I'm saying, when you get even a little bit of success. And now I wasn't no success at that time, but just even where I'm from, like I had the hood buzzing. Like, everybody's wearing my t-shirt, and all the girls in my city is wearing like these little crop tops I did. Now he's upset because he's seeing the design that he helped me do, or that he helped for me for free. Now he's seeing it on everybody. Now he think that he's expected something when he said it was totally for free. So I hope you took something from that video. Just never do business with close friends and family, because over time you're going to see their true colors, and they can start to taint your vision and fuck up your whole process. So with that being said, I'm out. Mwah.